The Maxpedition Monsoon, 14 years later. Let's check it out. First time I ever saw a Maxpedition ad, it was of a Monsoon. It was strapped onto a guy's back. It just looked cool. Maybe it was the photography, maybe it was the quality of the ad. I don't know, but man, I really wanted a Monsoon. Now, that was 14 years ago. So Tim actually contacted me. My channel was pretty early, and he said, would you like to review some of our products? And he sent the Monsoon, which was by my request. And I'll tell you what, guys, I love this pack. Now, sling packs are definitely a little bit different as far as a backpack. There's certain ways you carry it. A lot of times they're not that comfortable. One of the things about the Monsoon is it's very easy on your back. The way it fits, the way it was designed, it's just really a solid pack. Now, Maxpedition is not the cheapest on the market, and a lot of people have copied their designs, but nobody's really copied their quality. They're just solid. They have lifetime warranties to them, and we're going to take a look at the Monsoon for a second time. I've had this again for 14 years. I'll have my first video annotated above. It's awful, but it does give you an idea of how excited I was at the time. And guys, I'm not any less excited. These bags really hold up. And we're going to talk about some reasons why you want a sling pack over a backpack or vice versa. This definitely gives you some other options, but it's not the end all. And again, a big thank you to Tim for sending the original Monsoon for us to review. This bag just holds up. Well guys, Maxpedition Monsoon has just been one of those packs that I just love. It's one of my go-to packs. Of course, it is the sling pack, has a tear-shaped design. It's 1,600 cubic inch capacity, 1,000 denier, really strong. One thing too about this material is it's been treated with a polyurethane coat. And so this keeps it water resistant, but it also has a Teflon finish to make it easy to keep clean. To clean it, you just take a wet cloth and you just rub it, and it does really well. It's a very solid pack, and it's a little bit of a larger pack, especially for a sling pack. But the way this thing rides on your back, it just makes it really comfortable, and it just seems to ride in the right places. Now this is part of the Legacy series, which is their original. They have done some upgrades, and they have some other type bags that they've gone to, different styles. But the Legacy series is one of their most popular. And again, this has been around for 14 years, but much longer than that. Now it starts out with just a flap over the front, and this kind of keeps everything together. There is a Duraflex buckle here. It's one of the low noise closure buckles. We have a water bottle holder here. This holds up to 32 ounces or a 3-liter bottle. There is a keeper here where you can cinch this down and you can just take any size bottle. It'll just fit to it. MOLLE attachments all along the front. There is some hook and loop Velcro right in here. There are spaces under part of them where you can actually attach gear, but you can also put packs and different things on here. A D-ring to be able to adjust this top piece. On this side we have MOLLE attachments as well. And then we have these compression straps, and you can see they go along the bottom and they attach crisscross to each side. So I can really cinch this down, and then if I need to get into the pack, I can just pop these open very easily. I mean, they just snap off. So it just gives it some security, and it compresses the pack, makes it easier to carry. But here on the other side, we do have a small sleeve behind the MOLLE attachments. It's pretty deep. I've got a little Silky Saw in here, and it just slides down into the pack. Now this is really for an urban or suburban setting. This is not necessarily a go bag or a get home bag. This is made for everyday living, and yet you have quite a few items you can put in here. Now here at the back we have our shoulder strap. This is a very comfortable strap to wear. One of the reasons is they have a rubberized material on the back that tends to stay in place. So once you get this to the shape of your body, and you don't want it to hang too low, it'll just rest on the small of your back, and the way it rides, it just tends to be one of those packs that just holds up, and this is part of it. It just keeps it from shifting. There's not really any padding in this, which you would think would be very comfortable, but that rubberized coating on the back really adds to the comfort. Of course, you have MOLLE attachments that go all the way down with small Velcro keepers for a hydration bladder for the tube that comes through. And then we have a quick release buckle right here. If you want to dismount the pack really easily, you don't have to pull it over your head. You can just hit that button and it'll drop off. Also on the back we have these islands, and they're very soft mesh material. It's going to keep perspiration down. Also have these channels that just help for airflow. Again, very comfortable. I have worn these quite a bit over the years, but they still are holding up well. And it's one of the things that Maxpedition does is their stitching and their attention to detail is just top notch. As the shoulder strap comes around to your waist, there is a small pouch area. And this has MOLLE attachments here. As you can see, it has sections behind it so you can slip different items in there. And of course, you could attach something to the MOLLE. We have a zippered compartment here, and it does have a security keeper. And this just allows for this to have a two-step method to open this in case this pack's just sitting around. Somebody can't just zip it and get into it. And then we have a couple of items here. I have a headlamp, and this is one of the Perun minis from Olight. I love headlamps. If I only had one light, it would be a headlamp because you can go hands-free. Also, I have one of the Air Force Survival, and this is just a fire kit. Has some tender tabs and a striker in here, and these are military surplus. I like to have survival items with me at all times, even when I am in a suburban or urban situation. This just closes up. YKK zippers with paracord pulls all throughout. YKK zippers are self-lubricating, so they're going to hold up well. Then on the back we have another sleeve, and right here we can just put different items in there. And again, this strap comes around and it snaps, and so it's going to keep secure whatever's behind there as well. Now it does come with a waist strap, and here it is. We can tuck this away in this little mesh netting, and this just helps to keep this secure unless you need it. And then you can pull this out, and then it goes to this other side, and there's a Duraflex buckle. This is mainly when you're on the go, when you're moving, when you're going a longer distance. You want to grab that strap, put it on, and especially if you're having to run or you're in a hurry. Now here on the back we have a concealed carry compartment, and we have these paracord pulls with double YKK zippers, but we also have a security point right here. So we can put this up and somebody can't just get into the bag without disabling this. And very simple, but yet it gives them a little more time. So here we just open this up, and in the back we have this nylon material that really helps protect, but we also have a Velcro field back here, and that way we can keep whatever firearm we want to in here. And this is actually a holster, this Velcro. And so as we open it up, it's one of the universal holsters from Maxpedition, one of their originals. I think they have a new upgraded model now, but this is really a solid little holster system, and it's universal because I can fit this to whatever gun I'm carrying. And here we have a little Glock Model 43X, just goes well. Now I've not always been a big off-body carry guy, and I like to carry on my belt at all times. But if I'm at the beach, if I'm at the pool, I'm at the dojo, or I'm at the gym, I have this put aside and I can get to it if I need it, especially when I'm not wearing clothes that I can conceal carry or in places that I can't carry. Of course, this compartment's large, and you can put other items in here if you want, and this is padded, so it's going to help, and there's padding on the other side. And again, those YKK zippers, the more you use them, the more lubricated and easier they are. Now the grab handle's very well done. Of course, double, triple stitched. It's folded over, so it makes it really comfortable in your hand. It's not like just the webbing. And so this gives you a little bit of a rounded off. But man, this thing is secure. You have box X stitching, a double stitching. All the stress points have been reinforced, and it just gives this a very solid feel to it, and you don't have to worry about it coming loose. To get into the interior of the pack, we want to bring this flap down, so we open up the Duraflex. This gives us just a section section here that's just covered, and this is padded just a touch. It's not too padded to make it puffy and just easy to live with. Here we have a mesh net and we have a Velcro keeper. Now I have something a little bit different in here. I just have a pouch, and this is for a lot of EDC items, and this is one of the Pico Fire Pros from Roaring Fire Gear. But here, just open it up. Got a lot of different items in here just for EDC, everyday tools, knives, fire starters. I have also medical supplies in here, like a boo-boo kit, more band-aids, things like that. This is a solid little pouch. And then there's a tethered little keeper that we have a flashlight. And I'm big about redundancy on light, and so this just allows me to have that as a backup. But then in the very back, I have a dark energy battery backup, and this fits really well. You can see how deep this is. It gives you a lot of room, and there's probably a couple of inches even left, and we have cords with that as well. And then with this strap, it just keeps all that secure, because you do have side areas right here that's going to be open from the flap. Then next we have our double YKK zippers, and they come down. They're pretty large zippers, so they're good and strong, and then we just open it up. Now this really brings this out to a tier shape. And first off, I have my med kit, and this is a Stop the Bleed kit. This is very comprehensive, which is a great little kit, and I like to have medical with me at all times, especially trauma. A pair of gloves, watch cap, and a bandana. And I have a fleece in case things get a little cold or I just need something to get wet. I've got this fleece tucked away. Then we have the ever-present heavy mill trash bag or contractor's bag. I get these at Home Depot, and they're by the box. They're very heavy material. You can use this for a bazillion reasons, whether you're changing the tire on your car. For a rain poncho, you can use this as a wind block. You can use it to carry items. You can actually use this to lay down as ground cover. So this is something I always keep. We have a little side pouch at the end, and in here I have a little survival kit, and this is one of the S.O.L Scout survival kit. These are great. I did a full review on this, and I really like it. And then here at the back we have a sleeve. Now I have a laptop in here, and it'll fit a pretty decent sized laptop. But also we could put a water bladder in the back. And we have a Velcro keeper here. But this, you can put a water bladder in, run your tube, and you can use this for hydration. Now here in the top, we have a zippered compartment, and it's also mesh. And I have one of the LUCI solar lanterns. I love this thing. And you blow this up, just inflate it. It has a little solar panel, and this thing works great. I carried this to Georgia Bushcraft last year when we were camping, and it was just an excellent item. Gives you more of an ambient light instead of like a flashlight. Then I have a Right in the Rain pad and a deck of cards. Sling packs are great for suburban or urban situations. It's very easy to get to, very easy just to pull around. I can get to my items right here. I can unzip this. I can get to what I need to. And one of the big things about that is I don't have to dismount like I do on a backpack. Everything's right here. I can set it up that way to where I can get to my items that I need to on this side, and I layer things so I know where they are. And then zip it back up, and then I can just whip it around. Now, one of the big things about the Maxpedition sling pack in particular is it's very comfortable to wear. That wide shoulder strap, the way it's cut, it doesn't cut into your neck. Of course, you want to adjust it the way that fits you. But the way it sits across my chest, then when it rides back here, it actually rides more toward the hips, toward the small of my back. It doesn't really ride on one side, so it makes it really comfortable. Now, if I'm gonna run, I wanna put on my waist belt, and I'll deploy it, put it on, and it gives it a little more stability. But honestly, even with this, like it is, it's very comfortable and it tends to stay in place. But now, if I'm going on a long trek, if I'm really going camping, I'm going out to distance, I want a backpack. Backpacks are just easier to carry for long distances, and they ride dual on your shoulders. So it does distribute the weight, but for most situations that you're going to be using, this really is a very handy and convenient way to get to your gear, and yet it just kind of goes to the side. But as you can see, it just rides really nice. And while again, backpacks are a lot of times the dominant thing that I carry around, but a good sling pack, for what it does it well. Now the Monsoon is 18 inches in height, it's 14 inches at the base, and it's about 6 inches here at the top. Again, that tier shape. This is part of their Legacy series, and again, this particular color combination has been discontinued. But their Legacy series is what really got them started. Since that time, they have definitely upped their game with a number of other different series. But the Legacy series is still extremely popular. Now these run $191.99, I believe, on the Maxpedition website. On Amazon, they're going for $141, and I'll have a link down below. It is an affiliate link to our store, and you can pick this pack up for a lot less. And I'll tell you guys, for the quality that you're getting, again, I've had this for 14 years, and it has seen a lot of use, and it still holds up really almost like it was new. And that just attests to the good quality that Maxpedition puts into their products. And they have a lifetime guarantee. And guys, check out suchgear.com. That is our website. We have revamped it. We are doing a lot of big giveaways. We have a lot of merch over there. We have a bunch of deals over there. So check out suchgear.com. So again, this comes out of the Legacy series, and this is some of the original Maxpedition gear. A lot of times you can get really good prices on it. I'll have an Amazon link down below in the description if you want to help support the Such channel. But guys, a solid bag. And honestly, it looks as good now as it did when I got it 14 years ago. It's just one of those bags you pick up and grab, and it just feels natural on your back. And yet it has a lot of features to be able to carry the gear you need. And again, a big thank you to Tim at Maxpedition for sending the Monsoon originally, and another big thank you to him by bringing it back out. These are great bags. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Then we have a zippered compartment here at the top. No, wait. Now, sling pack, the original review, and now we're bringing out, okay. Now, sling packs are really good for urban or survival. Okay. Well, these are the low noise